Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this channel. Someone has really manifested this message out of me tonight because I was actually in the middle of unwinding for the evening when my guides gave me that nudge that many of us are accustomed to, that kind of intuitive feeling that I needed to get on and record. And I'm sure many of you have experienced this in whatever way you personally channel energy, whether it's through your music, through your art. Maybe you felt that intuition to call or text a particular person. But I'm sure you guys know when that hits, there's no denying it. When it's strong enough, there's really no resisting it, because in your heart, you just know it's time to do something, to take some kind of action. And tonight, it was time to make this video and share some kind of message for someone out there listening who needs to hear this. And I have no idea what this message is going to be. It just felt very urgent and very time sensitive. I feel like this is something someone really needed to hear in this moment. So I'm going to be posting this right after recording, as soon as I can get the video edited, because again, it does have that, I don't want to say urgency, because urgency implies a kind of anxiety to it, but it is time sensitive in the sense that someone is going to really align with this video. Maybe you're going to go on YouTube when you weren't planning on going on YouTube, and you're going to see this video and be drawn to it. Now, with that being said, I feel like this is one of those readings that is particularly just for a specific person or group of people. So please only take the messages if they connect with you personally and intuitively. Whoever I'm channeling here, I have felt very strong heart chakra energy moving through you at this time. You might even be feeling some physical sensations around your heart chakra, your chest area. Although, of course, I am not a medical professional. Always consult your doctor or a medical professional first to explore those physical symptoms. But I'm speaking to those of you who have explored the physical potentials there, and you've come to realize that whatever you're feeling, you may have been told it's in your mind, but really it's energetic or emotionally based. We have Angel of Balance in the upright position. So what this tells me right away, and for some reason I got this overwhelming urge to cry. So you might be feeling really emotional. I'm hearing that for someone listening here. There's a kind of deep grief you're processing through your heart center that is necessary in order to bring you into balance. My guides are showing me someone who's weeding a garden, except in this case, the garden is your heart, and you're being called to this very grand purpose in life that is being achieved dominantly through your heart openness. You are someone with a very open heart energy, but I feel like something has been weighing down your heart center, something that has needed to be felt and to be released, essentially to be uprooted, in order for you to get to this next level of your own spiritual journey, your own soul's expansion in this lifetime. So what is someone grieving in their heart center? Community in the reverse position, loneliness. I feel someone saying, I've never felt like I belonged. The word starseed came up, so someone who's listening may resonate as being a starseed. You might feel as though you're very alien to this planet. You are someone who has never quite felt like they belonged. The name Rebecca is coming through. Also, I was getting the letters EARL for someone, or the name Earl. But do keep in mind that those specific names, dates, and details, of course, are typically meant for very specific people. So from the Starseed Oracle, we have Earth pulsing. pulse of the mother, slow down time in nature. So right away, what I'm picking up for someone here is whatever you have been needing to process through the heart center may have actually manifested as some kind of physical sign, symptom, sensation. I heard fatigue, so this could be fatigue in your body. There's something about your body signaling to you that you need to slow down in order to allow this energetic shift to take place. But I am picking up that someone I'm listening to here, you may have tried to ignore these signals because your lifestyle you felt really wouldn't allow you to slow down or to rest. But what you're finding is when you ignore these cues from your body to rest, to nourish yourself, to step back, and give yourself the time and space you need, those signals, symptoms, sensations only seem to get stronger. I'm hearing your body is speaking to you. So whoever I'm tapping into here, you're really being guided to listen extra closely to your body's intuition, to give your physical body some kind of special care or attention, whether that's feeding yourself, nourishing yourself in a certain way, taking time to enjoy pleasure in your physical body, whether it's getting a massage, taking a warm bath, going for a walk in the sun, putting your feet in the water. I'm not sure why that imagery is coming up for someone. But the message here is that your body has become so highly energetic, meaning it is so directly linked to the energetic changes taking place within you. You are so intuitive that you are no longer able to ignore those intuitive signals from your body when it's time to rest, when it's time to nourish yourself, when it's time to slow down. Your body is going to indicate that to you. And if you try to bypass those signals, they're only going to get louder. Now, I feel a card from the emotion deck coming up here, and this card is humor in the midway position. This is such a random specific message, but for someone listening, it feels like there is a really deep self-reconnection happening here. It feels like you may have had the sense in this lifetime that you had in part lost yourself for a while because of really challenging circumstances. I'm picking up for someone, there may have been a relationship in your life where you gave so much to this other person. You sacrificed so much of yourself that you kind of maybe lost yourself in connection with this person. And I see you doing things you haven't done in a long time that really light you up, that really make you feel alive. And that feeling of aliveness speaks to the fact that these things are actually connected with your true reason for being incarnated here at this time. But very specifically for some person listening, I'm getting the name Martha or a name with the letter M for someone. But for someone specific, it's coming out that, first of all, someone here might play a musical instrument. I kept seeing someone playing guitar. But whatever this is that's been lighting you up, I'm also getting that part of reconnecting with yourself has been manifesting as you laughing more, smiling more, even to yourself, finding more humor, more playfulness in your life. There's something about your sense of humor being a really beautiful thing about you, like you being someone who's very witty or has a really nice sense of humor. But when you've been in this process of deep grieving, I'm hearing grieving loss of innocence. This could be your inner child grieving. But regardless of what that is, it feels like you may have become a little bit disconnected from your own sense of humor, which again is such a beautiful quality about you. And this is something that you're feeling yourself reconnecting to. And again, some signs that you are going through this self-reconnection are you might find yourself occasionally just feeling a kind of happiness without knowing why. Even amidst this grief, amidst this confusion, you might find yourself almost this sounds kind of strange, but making jokes to yourself in your mind, like reestablishing that inner dialogue, that can be another sign of this self-reconnection taking place within you. But I also now keep seeing someone on the outskirts of this, someone who really admires your sense of humor. Because these aren't just messages of admiration coming from your guides, I'm now also picking up on someone who's connected to your energy. Now, this feels like someone who could be romantic in nature. They're just so admiring of you. They absolutely adore you. In fact, when they think about you or their connection to you, I'm seeing a masculine here. If you're a divine feminine, this is a masculine who actually gets viscerally emotional about you. They are tearing up. For some of you, this could be a father figure, someone who's alive or past, who feels a really strong admiration for you. And the only reason I got father figure for some of you is because this person wants me to say that they're so proud of you, like they really admire the person you've become. So if you have a past older male relative who you've been thinking about recently or talking about recently, not really knowing why this person is on your mind, it could be because this male is very much present with you spiritually and energetically, and they're feeling, again, a lot of pride for you, a lot of admiration for you. This may even be a grandfather or a great-grandfather, even someone that you didn't meet who's acting as one of your spirit guides. And I'm picking up that you're fulfilling things in this life that this masculine was never able to fulfill. So he may have had dreams in life, goals. I'm hearing felt like a failure. So this is a really sad, but also proud energy coming through, because I feel that in this masculine's life, he felt like he failed at his own goals and dreams. But because of that, he's really stayed behind spiritually and energetically, rather than immediately incarnating again, because he's been connecting with your energy, staying present with you through this life, and actually been pushing you to achieve and do and be the things that he felt he failed at, or he felt he wasn't able to accomplish in his own lifetime. I know that is the most random message, so only take that if it connects with you. For others of you, this masculine may actually be a platonic person in your life. It could be a family member who's still alive. For many of you, this could be someone romantic who is still alive, but you might be at a distance from this person. If it is someone who's romantic and still incarnated physically, then I'm picking up that you and this person might have a kind of sporadic connection romantically. So you might pop in and out of each other's lives. You might live at a distance. Let's see if I can get some more information about this. The garden and the gate in the upright position. My guides are telling me this person wants to reach out more or wants to be more involved with your life, but they've been giving you space or trying to give you space because they feel as though you are wanting to protect your energy right now. They're really not wanting to step in and interfere with your life at a higher self-soul level. They don't want to interfere with your soul's growth, which I feel a lot of that growth right now for you, Divine Feminine, could be happening through a period of time where you've been highly independent. I'm seeing a wolf, so this might resemble being a lone wolf. I'm hearing the name Gabrielle or Gabriella for someone. This masculine with solar plexus chakra reversed is also feeling a bit low confidence at this time. I feel that part of why he might not be communicating more frequently is because he's taken some kind of hit to his self-esteem. This feels related to life events that have happened for him recently. I keep seeing someone in a suit, so this masculine might work a corporate job and may have taken some hit to his self-esteem within this job position recently. This could be a relationship that has gone awry in his life. I hear him saying, I just feel like my life is falling apart, but I think about you all the time. I have trouble intimately connecting with anyone else. I frankly don't want anyone else, is what I feel this masculine saying with the sacral chakra reversed. It's like, why am I getting this image of a masculine saving you a seat at a table? I have chills all over. Something about that image feels really poetic. So maybe literally you've saved each other's seats at events. But what I'm really getting is this masculine saying, I've saved a seat for you. In fact, he's saying like the seat of honor, the only seat I've reserved for you in my heart, in my sacral chakra, which of course means he's reserved this space of true, deep intimacy there for you. And yet, at the same time, I don't see this masculine very involved with you in the physical world. I don't see him communicating this verbally. I don't see him reaching out very frequently. Another card flew out here. Envy in the upright position. So this masculine is feeling really unfulfilled in his life right now. I don't take this card in this context so much as jealousy or anything like that, but more so an insecurity, because this masculine is feeling really deeply unfulfilled. I'm hearing him say, I feel unfulfilled with the life I've created. This masculine has always seen you, Divine Feminine, as a dreamer. And so in the past, he may have kind of to your face or secretly scoffed at you for being such a dreamer, for always thinking outside of the box or doing life differently from other people. I keep picking up, Divine Feminine, that you live or work in some kind of an unconventional way. So something you do is very out of the ordinary. It's very unconventional. This might be that you run your own business, that you didn't follow a traditional career path. It might be the way you choose to do your relationships. Maybe you decided not to get married or not to settle down, or maybe you are married or do have a family, but you've just decided to live your life in some type of unconventional way. And there's this energy where the masculine here in the past may have kind of, I don't want to say look down on you for this, but he may have seen it as almost like childish or immature to live in such an unconventional way. And he may have seen himself as taking the more logical route by living more conventionally, by doing things more by the book. But now this masculine has had a total change of heart, because what he's realizing is, Divine Feminine, you are now stepping into this energy of freedom, of abundance. You are so happy and so peaceful and so fulfilled in cultivating those kind of essences in your life. Whereas this masculine is now feeling like he invested, he built up himself, his life in the wrong direction, because he was living conventionally, because he was trying to play by the made up rules of society. And he's really now having this realization that he wishes he had chosen the path that you had chosen, Divine Feminine. He wishes that he had had the courage to live his life more unconventionally as he sees you doing. But I also feel this is spurring this masculine to make changes in his life, to have the courage to begin self-analyzing and realizing what isn't fulfilling him, and taking some of those leaps of faith that he may have shied away from in the past. I'm getting this as a masculine who cares a lot about what other people think about him, or used to care a lot about image. Specifically, I keep seeing parents. So maybe he cared a lot what his parents thought of his job or his relationship or his life. But I'm seeing that he's really withdrawing from the opinions of other people here. With rest and rejuvenation upright, I have to say I literally see a masculine meditating. So this masculine might be getting into meditation, which I see being something you, Divine Feminine, have been more interested in. You've been more involved in spiritual things, spiritual practices such as meditation or other things. And secretly, because I see this masculine still being kind of embarrassed about how he's beginning to explore spirituality. It's very outside of his comfort zone, but secretly I see him beginning to explore. For some reason I heard hypnosis, like self-hypnosis on YouTube, or affirmations or meditation, something along those lines. It feels like those spiritual doors are starting to open for whatever masculine is coming through here. And as I said, spiritual doors, of course, we get the door to romance in the upright position. So it's not just personal spiritual doors opening for this masculine. It's also these changes, this desire to no longer live by the book, to no longer care so much about what people think. This is also pushing him to want to open the door to romance with you in some way. So I'm going to channel more into that. But first, if you are resonating with this reading, I do invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. And right as I said that, we have the victory card in the upright position. So this masculine is absolutely going through some major breakthroughs, but I'm hearing that you, divine feminine, are mirroring these breakthroughs as well. You're really mirroring to each other, even though your lives might look very different or even opposite on the surface in 3D. So I'm going to continue shuffling and pulling some messages here. By the way, I do create subliminal meditations in addition to these readings. I know that many of you are using these subliminals and seeing positive results from them already. But for those of you who might be new, all of my subliminals are available through my website, soundandsoulful.com. And on the screen right now, I'm showing you a screen recording to just show you around my site. I do have over 100 subliminals available to members on this website. You can also create your own custom private playlists on the site, and all of the subliminals are available in different background sound options as well. So I will be leaving a link to a few subliminals for you to explore if this is your reading. These subliminals are going to be the awakened divine feminine, the 7 chakra clearing, and love magnetism. The 7 chakra clearing subliminal is a comprehensive energy clearing that I use every day. Love magnetism can be used specifically to become highly magnetic for deepened love connections, fulfilling love connections in your life. It can also be used to manifest a deeper bond with a specific person, even potentially the person coming up in this reading. And again, you can combine these subliminals into playlists on your account as well. And you can sign up for a 7-day free trial account to test out any of these subliminals by following the link, which I will be leaving in the pinned comment and description box under the video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle the cards here and pull a few messages about this very interesting unfolding love situation coming through for someone. So let's head over to the traditional tarot. What else can I channel for this person? Okay, the first card we have here is the 7 of Wands upright. This speaks to someone who's determined, assertive, protective. And I'm going to get some clarification as well. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. So this masculine is going through a lot of negative changes in his physical life, and that is what has spurred him into this deep feeling of unfulfillment, this desire to make the necessary but very challenging changes. This masculine might be at a distance, but I see that with the 7 of Wands, he's still feeling very protective over you. In fact, at times, divine feminine, I don't know who this is for, but someone listening, you might get frustrated because you might actually find that you try to fully move on with your life and you feel almost as though this masculine's energy is pulling you back in, because what you're feeling is their protectiveness, them reserving that space within themselves in their heart for you, which you're feeling energetically, which might make it difficult for you to connect with other people. We also have Judgment, And immediately when I flipped over this card, I heard karma. So I feel like this masculine is in the process of working through unraveling some heavily karmic situations. But through all of this, they're also going through this massive spiritual awakening, because the Judgment card can also stand for an awakening. I feel like if you have a past with this person, they've been thinking a lot about any time you've spent together, and it's caused them to feel a nostalgia that's almost akin to homesickness. But in this instance, it's as though they consider you to be their home, if that makes sense. And then we have the Nine of Cups, but it was in the reverse position. And this can really speak to some kind of shattered dream and feeling really unfulfilled, feeling almost devastated by that. But when I'm speaking to this masculine here, it feels like you, Divine Feminine, are that shattered dream. You are that dream that they feel like they've lost a hold of, that they can't help but still be holding space for. And it's really devastating to them. It's making them feel pretty miserable at the moment. But their soul, with the look at the bigger picture card, full moon in Sagittarius. So someone might have Sagittarius energy in their birth chart, but at a higher self level, this darkness they're in the middle of, this unfulfillment they're experiencing, is actually pushing them into radical change and profound soul expansion. So I'm sure this person is going to be coming up in future readings. This feels like a really strong energy, but for now, I am going to go ahead and close this reading here. I really do hope this reached whoever needed a message tonight. If this reading was for you, I would love to hear from you in the comments under the video. Thank you so much for co-creating today's reading, for sharing your own powerful, unique, energetic signature here on YouTube. So I am going to go ahead and close out the reading now. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, in addition to subscribing to the channel if you feel guided to do so. And of course, the links to the subliminal meditations that I recommended earlier in the reading will be in the pinned comment and description box under the video. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful, magical rest of your day. I am sending you so much love, and I will talk to you again in the next video.